Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some NBA with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, LeBron James recently signed a 3-year deal worth $100 million to stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I know there was a lot of speculation going on as to why LeBron took so long to sign his deal. I believe he took so long because, you know, with a lot of these crazy deals, like the Mike Conley one where he was getting like $30 million or whatever it was, I think it was time for LeBron and his team to reevaluate what they could get out of this, and I think they got the right deal. I don't necessarily believe that it was a bad deal for LeBron, because the deal going into the 2017-18 season will go beyond. He'll be making beyond $33 million a year, which would surpass what Michael Jordan was making in the 96-97 season when he received the largest contract in NBA history at that point in time. And that was a lot of that back in the mid-90s. Now, in comparison, I think, you know, honestly, if we can be honest with ourselves for a second and just take our feelings out of this, with LeBron, what he did last year, first of all, bringing a title to a team that has never won a title with the Cleveland Cavaliers, that's big time. To a city that has experienced probably more heartbreak over the last 50 to 60 years than anybody in the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the city of Cleveland in general. Indians, Cavaliers, Browns. They had not won a title since 1964. So LeBron winning the title and how he did it is going to hold historical significance for as long as, you know, basketball is being played and sports is relevant in our culture. He's, you know, a very versatile player. Can guard every position on the floor. Is a guy that draws other people from other guys from other teams to come play with him, and he's someone who definitely dictates a lot of what goes on in the NBA. So when you have LeBron James on your team, you know, he increases the value of your franchise. He's increased the value of the NBA, you know, from a financial standpoint. So with that being said, looking at his contract where he's only making $30+ million a year, and that's not too much more than what Mike Conley's making, that's ridiculous. I have to agree with Brendan Jennings. Brendan Jennings recently tweeted out that he thinks LeBron should have got like a contract for 2 years worth $100 million, and I have to agree with him. I have to agree with him because, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not well versed in the new salary cap, but I'm not 100% sure that you can actually get paid $50 million a year. But if you can, I think LeBron should be getting paid that much money, because for him to be as consistent as he's been, you know, being at one of the top 5 players in basketball, arguably the best player in basketball for, you could say, at least 5 out of the last 7 or 8 years, you know, for him to be at that level for that long, then to bring the Cavaliers a title, to increase the value of that franchise, to bring so much business to that city, to bring so much, you know, attention to the NBA that we haven't seen, you know, since really Jordan left. Not that he's bringing the same amount of attention, but still, there's no player that's brought the amount of attention to basketball that LeBron has brought to basketball since Jordan left. And I believe in many ways he has been very huge in globalizing the game. So with that being said, I think, you know, with the NBA having more money available to them, then more so than they had in the 96-97 season when Jordan got that big contract, I think LeBron maybe should have got paid $50 million. I think maybe he should have been someone that got paid more. I think in many ways he's still underpaid based on the value he's brought to the Cavs, his greatness and consistency as a basketball player, not getting injured, playing at a high level, and attracting guys that can play with him, no matter if it's in Miami or if it was in Cleveland. You know, just those things alone. So yeah, I'm gonna say I think he's underpaid, and I agree with Brendan Jennings what he had to say. But you know, the contract, they'll finally pay him as making the highest paid player in the NBA for the first time in his career in 2017, 2018, and even with him being the highest paid player in the NBA in that season, you can still argue that, you know, he's still the best, one of the best bargains in basketball. He had $30 million, you know, for what he's bringing to the table year in and year out. But that's my opinion. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think LeBron James, even with him being getting as much money as he's going to get, with the current money the NBA has available to him, do you think he was underpaid? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.